Hi everyone, I'm True Soul, and this is my 2021 Star Wars Black Series wish list. So yeah guys, I actually wasn't planning on doing a Star Wars wish list video. The reason I'm doing this one for 2021 is if you go back on my channel, I have done Star Wars wish lists in the past, and there have been a good couple of figures that were on those wish lists that actually got made. So I figured it was time for an update. So here we go. Now, the figures that I have on this list, they're ones that I feel like have a likelihood of being made this year based on figures that we've gotten in the past. We have gotten a much more larger amount of prequel and Clone War figures lately. So mostly all the figures on this list, except for maybe one, is prequel related. As you guys know, I'm a big prequel fan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the wish list. First up on my list is Darth Sidious from Revenge of the Sith. Now, for whatever reason, I went like the longest time not noticing that the robes that Palpatine wears in Episode 3 are actually different from the robes he wears in the original trilogy, the all-black robes. I kind of like the Revenge of the Sith robes a little bit better because they don't have those weird droopy sleeves. And also for the fact that Darth Sidious in Revenge of the Sith actually has a lightsaber. So I would love to have a Palpatine that comes with a lightsaber and actually have lightsaber grip hands. Every now and then I'll take like a random lightsaber and put it in my original trilogy Palpatine's hands, but I would much rather have a Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. That way he can fight my Master Yoda, which by the way they need to make a prequel Yoda too. But rambling, sorry. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is another prequel character, the Super Battle Droid. I actually have a lot of hope that this one is going to be made pretty soon because, as you've noticed, they have started making like B1 battle droids. They made like the basic battle droid. I think they made like a Geonosis one, and then for the Gaming Greats line, they made a heavy battle droid from Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I'm actually really hopeful that they will make a Super Battle Droid in the future. That's one primary reason why it's on my list, is because I really feel like they have a chance to make this one, as well as the next one on my list, which is the Droideka. Now, guys, a while back, I did buy a 3-inch scale Droideka just to, kind of see how Hasbro makes figures like that, and it actually looked really good, and it could even transform into like the rolling figuration, which is why I think it would be really cool to have one for the 6-inch scale, which it might end up looking kind of big on the shelf, which I won't mind. That actually looks pretty cool, and I'm gonna at least need 2 of those guys when it comes to the Droideka. So Super Battle Droid and Droideka, both on my list. I really do feel like there's a chance that they can make these 2. So alright, let's move on to the next one on my list, which is the Naboo Guard. Now, for those of you who don't know, I really love Naboo Guards. Ever since I watched The Phantom Menace as a kid, I really thought that their outfits were really unique and different from any other outfits or troopers or soldiers that I had seen in Star Wars since. And I think it would be really cool to have some figures of those. I feel like if they did end up making them, I would definitely be trying to army build those guys. I need at least 4. But then again, if I did get them, then I need a Captain Panaka, to give them orders. But one reason why I feel like we could be getting one of these is because they kind of open the door for more Phantom Menace stuff whenever they release that Jar Jar Binks from Episode 1. So that's just got me a lot more hopeful for them to eventually make more Episode 1 characters, including the Naboo Guard. Alright, Next one on my list is the Magna Guards. I always thought that the Magna Guards were pretty cool ever since I saw them in Revenge of the Sith, and I used to like fighting them a lot back in the Revenge of the Sith video game that they had back in the day. I always thought they were pretty cool. One thing I am a little worried about is like the little cape part. I don't know if they do make a Magna Guard, whether or not they're gonna make it cloth or have like a plastic piece. I would prefer them to make cloth, just so the robe won't, hinder any poses that I would want to get it in. But other than that, I'm really looking forward to see how they would go about making a Magna Guard. Alright, the next one on my list is actually a character that's been featured in one of my wish lists before, but I thought it would be good for me to bring them back up again because now I think it's a little bit more likely that they're going to get made, and that is Prevesla from Death Watch. Now, in case you haven't noticed, Black Series seems to really like making Mandalorian style characters lately, because they did announce characters like Bo-Katan, who, yes, is from the Mandalorian series, but is originally from the Clone Wars series, which is why I feel like Prevesla actually has a shot at getting made. Now, I feel like if they do make a Prevesla, he should come with the Shadow Saber. I know that they have a Moff Gideon action figure that comes with the Shadow Saber, which I feel like if I were to get Moff Gideon, it would primarily be because he has the Shadow Saber. But we did were introduced to the Shadow Saber when Prevesla was in possession of it. So I feel like if they did make a Prevesla, they should definitely give him the Shadow Saber. Of course, also a removable helmet would also be pretty cool. And it would also be kind of cool because I do plan on getting the Bo-Katan, so it would be cool to have a Prevesla go along with that, even though the Bo-Katan is technically the Mandalorian version of the character, but more or less they look about the same. Alright guys, it's time for my final character on my wish list, and this one actually fluctuated a lot as I thought about it, but I made my final decision, and the last one on my list is the Dark Trooper. Now, growing up, I was first introduced to the Dark Trooper when I used to play the original Star Wars Battlefront 1. They had a unit in there that was literally the Dark Trooper, but it was more like a human-based character, and I did want an action figure of that one at the time, but then I watched The Mandalorian, and I saw those big robot ones, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. I'm definitely going to need one of those big Dark Troopers, and since they, are releasing a lot of Mandalorian action figures lately, I feel like that's definitely a possibility for one of those to get made. I'm definitely gonna need at least 2 of them. They seem pretty big in the show. I don't know if they're gonna be as tall as like K2SO or anything, but as long as they're a decent height. And also I definitely need some more figures for my sequel shelf and on my first order / villain shelf. So that would actually be a welcome addition to my collection. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I just felt like I'd, make a little video giving you my thoughts on the figures that I would like for them to make this year. I know a while back I actually made a Marvel Legends 2021 wish list. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link to that at the end of the video. And be sure to comment down below, what action figures do you want Star Wars Black Series to make this year? And be sure to follow me on my Instagram, as I'll stay updated whenever I have plans to upload a video, as well as see exclusive photos that you do not see here on the channel. Alright guys, till then, be sure to like, subscribe, and go to my channel to check out other videos. Catch you later.